This video is for educational and infotainment purposes only. It is not intended to encourage or glorify the use of illegal drugs, violence, or criminal activity in any way. Ismael Zambada Garcia, aka El Mayo, who entered a plea of not guilty at his arraignment on July 26th of 2024, and then waived his right to a detention hearing a few days later, essentially acknowledging that he would be found to be a flight risk and a danger to the public, is now scheduled to leave El Paso, Texas, where he is currently being held. So where is he going and why? Well, you're about to find out. I'm Joshua Roberts, attorney at law, and you are watching Lawyer Up. This is episode 3 of the arrest and trial of El Mayo. The New York Times is reporting that the jailed Sinaloa cartel co-founder is scheduled to be transferred out of El Paso shortly to face trial in New York. As a recap, Zambada and a second cartel leader, Joaquin Guzman Lopez, were taken into U.S. federal custody on July 25th at an airport near El Paso. It is alleged that Guzman Lopez and accomplices abducted and tied up Zambada and flew him to the United States against his will. This is the statement that has come from El Mayo's attorney, Frank Perez. And while federal officials immediately flew Guzman Lopez to Chicago a day after his arrest, Zambada has remained in El Paso to face a slew of drug trafficking charges. In his first hearing in court, Zambada pleaded not guilty to 7 federal charges in connection with his alleged role as a leader of the notorious Sinaloa drug cartel. He also waived his right to a detention hearing to determine if he would be released on bond pending trial. He appeared in a second hearing in a wheelchair, and he looked sick, tired, and old. In his second hearing, 2 issues were discussed, including Zambada waiving any conflict of interest that his attorneys might have in the case. The conflict of interest concerns were because his attorneys had represented other Sinaloa drug cartel members in the past. The second issue was whether El Mayo would be tried alongside other Sinaloa drug cartel members who were named as co-defendants in the case. And no decision was made on whether he would have his own trial or be tried in conjunction with the others. Zambada is represented by 2 attorneys now, Frank Perez from Dallas and Ray Velarde, an El Paso attorney. U.S. District Judge Kathleen Cardone has set Zambada's next court hearing for September 9th in El Paso. So why do they want to transfer El Mayo out of El Paso? Well, recall that he has pending charges in New York, Illinois, California, and Washington, D.C. However, the New York Times reported that the Department of Justice wants to try El Mayo in the same venue where his old partner, Joaquin Guzman Loera, you know him as El Chapo, was tried and convicted. The Times also reported that federal officials are concerned about the potential security threats of having El Mayo jailed in El Paso, which is only separated from Mexico and its powerful cartels by the breadth of the Rio Grande River. CNN reported that Perez told them his client would be transferred to Brooklyn, but did not say when. The DOJ has also declined to comment on the timing of the transfer because realistically that is the only opportunity that cartel operatives would have to get El Mayo back. Now recall that these cartel operatives were successful in attacking and retrieving Ovidio Guzman from custody the first time that he was arrested in what is referred to as Culiacanazo. They also helped El Chapo escape prison twice. But those efforts were all in Mexico. It is unclear if they would even try on U.S. soil, something they did not do for El Chapo. And remember that he is serving a life sentence plus 30 years at the Supermax prison in Florence, Colorado. And for the record, El Mayo is charged in various jurisdictions with operating a continual criminal enterprise, murder, conspiracy to distribute narcotics, possession of narcotics, money laundering, and the possession of firearms in connection with drug trafficking, aka the guns protecting charge. So that is the mini update of where things stand at the moment. Of note is that the Flores twins, former cartel operatives who were the inside guys who were instrumental in bringing down El Chapo, they have commented publicly now on the arrest of El Mayo. We have an upcoming video detailing exactly what they said about the arrest. So make sure you subscribe to get all the updates regarding this matter as it proceeds through the court systems. If you're interested, check out my full-length video on El Mayo's life, detailing how he got his start in drug trafficking back in the 70s. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. That is all for today. I'm Joshua Roberts, attorney at law, and you've been watching Lawyer Up.